Thanks for visiting our YouTube channel. Here are the latest 2025 NBA preseason games updates on NBA games results today, next NBA games schedule, and the updated NBA standings today, October 14th, 2025.
Here are the NBA preseason games results today, October 14th, 2025. In the first of 4 exciting NBA Live games played today, the Atlanta Hawks needed 5 extra minutes at home to defeat the visiting Miami Heat with the final score of 119-118 in overtime. Jacob Toppin led the Atlanta Hawks in scoring with 26 points, to go along with 9 rebounds and 5 assists, followed by Caleb Houston with 21 points and Asa Newell 19 points. For the Miami Heat, Norman Powell, Jaime Jaquez Jr., and Ethan Thompson all scored 17 points each. For the second game, the San Antonio Spurs gets a road victory with a huge second half to win over last year's NBA finalist Indiana Pacers, with the final score of 124-108. The 7'4" agile big man Victor Wembanyama led the San Antonio Spurs in scoring with a strong double-double performance of 27 points, 11 rebounds and 4 assists to help San Antonio stay undefeated in the NBA preseason games. Luke Kornet added 16 points and 7 rebounds, while Stephon Castle scored 14 points along with 4 assists. For the Indiana Pacers, proven scorer off the bench, Benedict Mathurin, led the Indiana Pacers in scoring by exploding for 31 big points in just 25 minutes of action. Pascal Siakam added 17 points, and Jarris Walker scored 12 points. For the third game, the Washington Wizards just dealt the New York Knicks its first defeat of the NBA preseason games, as the Washington Wizards played an exceptional first half to get a road victory at the Madison Square Garden in New York City, with the final score of 120-103. Marvin Bagley III played a strong double-double game for Washington by finishing with 18 points to go along with 11 rebounds, followed by Will Riley with 17 points, and Tristan Vucevic finished the game with 15 points. For the New York Knicks, Tyler Kolek played well with an all-around performance of 20 points, 4 rebounds and 6 assists in just 23 minutes of playing time, while Archie Babai and Jordan Clarkson scored 12 points, and Gershon Yabusele added 11 points. And in the fourth and final NBA game played today, the Dallas Mavericks gets a road victory over the Utah Jazz, with the final score of 114-101. Dallas Mavericks top big man Anthony Davis led the Mavericks in scoring with 25 points along with 6 rebounds in just 25 minutes of playing time, followed by Najee Marshall with 17 points, and Miles Kelly added 14 points. For the Utah Jazz, Brice Sensabaugh led the team in scoring with 16 points, followed by Taylor Hendricks with 14 points, and big man Jusuf Nurkic had a double-double performance of 13 points to go along with game-high 15 rebounds.
Now come and join me as we take a quick and closer look at the updated NBA preseason team standings as of today, October 14th, 2025.
Here is the updated 2025 preseason NBA standings today, October 14, 2025. In the Eastern Conference, the Milwaukee Bucks is currently on top of the NBA standings today, with a flawless record of 3 victories and no loss and on a 3-game winning streak. At the second spot are the Orlando Magic, who is likewise undefeated so far with 3 wins and 0 loss record, and also on a 3-game winning run. At number 3 are the Toronto Raptors with 3 wins and 1 loss and have won 3 consecutive games. At the fourth spot are the New York Knicks, also with 3 victories against 1 loss. At number 5 of the NBA standings today are the Indiana Pacers with 2 wins and 1 defeat. At the sixth spot are the Brooklyn Nets with 2 victories against 1 loss. At 7th place are the Atlanta Hawks with 2 wins and 1 defeat and on a 2-game winning streak. At the 8th spot are the Chicago Bulls, with 2 victories and 1 loss standing. At number 9 are the Boston Celtics, with 2 wins and 1 defeat record. At the 10th spot in the NBA preseason team standings today are the Washington Wizards, with 1 victory against 1 defeat. At number 11 in the NBA standings today are the Detroit Pistons, with 1 win and 1 loss. At the 12th spot are the Charlotte Hornets, with 1 victory and 2 defeats standing. At number 13 in the Eastern Conference standings today are the Cleveland Cavaliers, with 0 win and 3 defeats, and have lost 3 games in a row. At number 14 are the Philadelphia 76ers, who also has 0 win and 3 losses and on a 3-game losing streak. And at the 15th spot and the very bottom of the NBA Eastern Conference standings today are the Miami Heat, who remains without a single win in 5 games and on a 5-game losing skid. And in the Western Conference standings today, the San Antonio Spurs looks good early in the NBA preseason games, as the Spurs remains undefeated with 4 victories and no loss, and on a 4-game winning streak. At number 2 are the New Orleans Pelicans, who likewise are undefeated so far with 2 wins and 0 loss standing, and have won 2 consecutive basketball games. At the 3rd spot are the Houston Rockets, who is also playing great basketball so far with 2 victories and no defeat, and have won 2 games in a row. At number 4 are the Phoenix Suns, with 2 victories against 1 defeat standing. At the 5th spot are the Dallas Mavericks, who also has 2 wins and 1 loss record. At the 6th spot of the NBA Western Conference team standings today are Steph Curry and the rest of the Golden State Warriors, with 2 wins and 1 defeat. At number 7 are the Denver Nuggets, with 2 victories and 1 loss, and have won 2 consecutive games. At the 8th spot are Anthony Edwards and the rest of his Minnesota Timberwolves, with 2 wins and 2 losses. At number 9 are the reigning and defending NBA champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who also has 2 victories against 2 defeats standing. At the 10th spot are the Portland Trail Blazers, who splits their first 2 NBA preseason games, with 1 win and 1 loss record. At number 11 of the Western Conference NBA standings today are the Los Angeles Clippers, with 1 win and 1 loss. At the 12th spot are LeBron James, Luka Doncic and the rest of the Los Angeles Lakers, with 1 victory against 2 defeats standing. At the 13th place are the Sacramento Kings, who remains winless this NBA preseason, with 0 win and 2 defeats. But number 14 are the Utah Jazz, who also remains without a victory so far with 0 win and 3 losses, and have lost 3 games in a row. And at number 15, and the very bottom of the NBA Western Conference standings today, are Ja Morant and the rest of the Memphis Grizzlies, with 0 win and 3 losses, and on a 3-game losing streak.
The NBA preseason games continues tomorrow, with 5 very exciting NBA games. Here are the full details of the NBA live games scheduled tomorrow, October 15th, 2025.
The 2025 NBA preseason games continues with 6 exciting NBA live games scheduled for tomorrow, as the Cleveland Cavaliers will be hosting the Detroit Pistons at the Rocket Arena in Cleveland. The Cleveland vs. Detroit NBA live game tomorrow will start at 7 a.m. Philippine time. For the second game, the Milwaukee Bucks will be at home at the Pfizer Forum Arena, as they host and welcome the NBA defending champions Oklahoma City Thunder, at 8 in the morning. For game number 3, the New Orleans Pelicans will be playing versus Kevin Durant and the rest of the Houston Rockets at the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. The Pelicans vs. Rockets NBA live game tomorrow will start at 8 in the morning Philippine time. Fourth game, Nikola Jokic and the rest of the Denver Nuggets will be playing at home versus the visiting Chicago Bulls at the Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. The Nuggets vs. Bulls NBA live game tomorrow will start at 9 in the morning. For game number 5, Devin Booker and the rest of the Phoenix Suns will be hosting the visiting dynamic duo of LeBron James and Luka Doncic and the rest of the Los Angeles Lakers at the Phoenix Arena in Arizona. The Phoenix Suns vs. LA Lakers NBA live game tomorrow will start at 10 a.m. And for the 6th and final NBA live game scheduled for tomorrow, Steph Curry and the rest of the Golden State Warriors will be on the road as they visit the Portland Trail Blazers at Moda Center in Portland, Oregon, also at 10 a.m.
That's it for our NBA preseason games updates for today. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to give this channel a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel iForbes Sports Updates for your daily dose of exciting basketball news and sports updates. This is your iForbes Sports reporter, Sophia, saying, let's play some balls. Peace out.